Hi, I'm Mark, one of the Langfuse founders. On day 3 of launch week, we want to reintroduce our new Observe decorator as the migration of all docs and features is now completed. Langfuse is the open source LLM engineering platform which we built to make it easy for engineers and product teams working on complex LLM applications to really track, debug, and evaluate the applications. Many of these applications are agents or complex RAG systems where actually keeping track of non-LLM outputs of, for example, APIs or context databases is just as important as the LLM calls themselves. This new decorator makes it super simple to trace complex LLM applications with lots of agents or retrieval steps, and was inspired by tools with great DX that we really like, such as Modal or Sentry. Let's have a look at a quick demo notebook to understand how this works. Here we have a simple rap battle where we get a random rap topic, we generate new rap lines via the OpenAI SDK, and then summarize it via a LangChain chain. The main method here is decorate with our Observe decorator. Also, get random rap topic is decorated, and then we just pull a random topic. Then we generate new lines for the rap battle where we use OpenAI. OpenAI is actually our import replacement, which automatically instruments these OpenAI calls to pull out a lot of context. And finally, we summarize the rap battle via a LangChain chain, where the LangChain chain is also decorated, and we pass a custom Langfuse callback handler to the LangChain chain to get deeper insights into what's happening within LangChain. By the way, this also works for our Llama index integration, which we find really helpful. Let's give this a try to have a look at the trace in Langfuse. When we execute it, we see the rap lines coming in. Let's open up Langfuse. We see the rap battle. And here's the rap and the summary. And the trace in Langfuse, where we see the outermost rap battle trace with the keyword arc of the turns that we want to take, turns 4. Then we have the span where we generated the topic and the OpenAI calls for each of the lines that's generated, and a trace of what's happening within LangChain, including all the summarization OpenAI call that's happening here. So this is the trace, and you can see timings, you can see input and outputs, and all of these integrations are then summarized back into this one trace by just having to add the add Observe decorator. If you want to learn more, check out the decorator docs, where we summarized all the information that you need to really customize these traces that are logged to Langfuse via the decorator. Once you're integrated with Langfuse via the decorator, you can use all of the other platform features around prompt management, evals, constructing benchmark datasets, collecting user feedback, cost tracking, and so much more. If you're new to Langfuse, really check out this introduction page. This is probably very interesting. I'll also include the notebook that we used here in the description of this video. If you want to learn more about the decorator, we put up a blog post detailing more of the technical details, which might be interesting. And I really recommend checking out this cookbook together with the Light LLM proxy, as this is a popular stack we see among many of our users, as the proxy helps to standardize all LLMs on the OpenAI API, and then you can use the Langfuse wrapped OpenAI client for easy instrumentation to track tokens, errors, inputs and outputs, everything there that's done via the OpenAI SDK wrapper. And then the decorator, again, to wrap all of these calls into a single trace within Langfuse. It's a really popular stack among our users. It gives you lots of flexibility, and really recommend checking this out. Finally, thanks again to our community, because this feature, like many, started within a GitHub discussion thread, where especially Liam and Ashish were extremely helpful as they shared their own custom implementations of decorators before this official version was out. Thanks again for tuning in on day 3 of Langfuse launch week, and I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow for day 4.